So here we are with our non-sagittal plane workout. Abs are in. I've got my knees and toes turned outwards slightly. My feet are wider than hip width. And we're starting off by working in the frontal plane. Bending the knees as you pass the middle. Try not to shove your shoulders. Let's go both arms. So if you feel like you're working too hard too soon, just make the movement smaller. Let's keep it going. Bend and lean. The abs are in. This music was actually composed by my son. I asked him for some music because there are copyright issues if you share videos and use other people's music. Closing the feet. Step touch. Push it up. If you want to work harder, you can take a little squat in the middle, bending the knees a little more, getting a little deeper. Keep the abs in, make sure you don't punch the shoulders. 8 more to go. Notice the knees and toes are turned outwards. I'm breathing evenly. Twice as slowly. Down and up. Good. Try not to lean forwards. When you bring the feet together, lift the heels off the floor. You can only just see the top of my head, so I'm going to go backwards a little bit. 8 more. Lifting the heels. Lifting the heels. Only when you go tall, not during the squat bit. So still working in the frontal plane. So let's change it a little bit. Squat, lift the leg. Still in the frontal plane at this point, but we're going to add a little bit of transverse plane now. Keep the tummy in. When you lift the leg, squeeze your bum. Good. Squeeze your bum on the lifted leg side. Now, we're going to hold the balance. Hold it here, bring the arm across and back. So, squat, hold it here, bring the arm across and back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you lift your leg, don't lift it too high. When the arm comes across, that's the transverse plane. Keep the tummy in, keep the hips still. 4 more. Are you breathing? 3 more to go. The leg you're standing on is slightly bent. So it's a bit of a balancing exercise here. Last one. Okay, we're going to squat in the middle here and take breaststroke arms. So the arms are working in the transverse plane. The legs, the squats and the body are working in the frontal plane. Make sure when you squat you don't stick out your bum like that. Try and keep everything vertical, apart from the arms of course. Keep the abs in. 4 more. Good, last 2. Well done. From here, zigzag the feet back in, and I'm going to avoid doing a march because that's the sagittal plane. I'm sticking with the frontal plane, tapping out and in. Tapping out and in, good. Now the arms come the opposite way and I'm twisting the upper body, twisting the chest away from the tapping leg. Trying to keep the hips facing the front, working the upper body, moving the upper body in the transverse plane. Abs are in. I hope I've said all those planes right. Sometimes it's easy to get mixed up. Keep the shoulders down. Lovely. If you want, you can add a little bit of a hop as you change legs. Good. Keep those abs in tight. 8 more. It's 8, 7. 4 more. Well done. Breathe in. I am marching a little bit here. Breathe out. So that means I'm working in the sagittal plane really with the feet, the legs. Inhale. And exhale. And again. Okay, let's march it wide. Going back to the squats. But, squat, reach it over. Squat, reach it over. You can go both arms if you like. Very good. So we're tilting at the waist. You can even lift the heels as you bring your legs up and as you tilt. 4 more. Keep those abs in. Working your calf muscles if you lift your heels. Twice as slowly. Squat. Hold the tilt. Hold the balance. Squat. Hold the tilt. Hold the balance. Don't shrug your shoulders. 2 more. Abs are tight. 1 more. Good. From there. Squat. Twist across. Bend the knees and twist the upper body twice as fast. So we're getting that lovely rotation at the waist, keeping the hips facing the front, working the upper body in the transverse plane. Let's go both arms here. Putting a different arm on top each time. The legs, meanwhile, are working in the frontal plane because they're bending and straightening. Keep going. 8 more to go. Keep the movement smooth. 4 more. Good. Bring it back to centre. Hold the squat. Some tricky balancing work for you now. Bring it in front. Take it wide. And back to your squat. So we're going to lift. Keep your abs in. Keep your hips still. Bring it in front. Back to the side. And back into your squat. We'll add arms. It'll make it easier. Good. Hold the balance and back into your squat. Shoulders down. Lift. So the leg you're standing on stays slightly bent. Keep your abs in tight. Keep your hips steady. And again, lift. Bring it in front. Try to keep your body still and your hips still. Just 1 more. Keep those abs in tight. So it goes out to the side, then it comes in front and the arms are following. Well done. Okay, grab a mat. Let's sink the feet in. And let's do a little bit of ab work. So bringing yourself down carefully, using your abs, not hunching the shoulders. A little bit of a tilt of the pelvis, so pubic bone up to the ceiling. Hands behind the head, shoulders nice and relaxed, head heavy in your hands. All right, let's do the twist first. So we're going to twist and back to the head. Twist. Keep changing sides. Just moving the upper body, so keep your hips and legs still. Keep it nice and smooth. Check the shoulders are relaxed. And you can add a leg extension, the leg that you're not twisting towards. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Keep your head back. 4 more. 4. 3. So we want the twist to happen at the waist. Now bring it back to centre and hold it here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Head nice and heavy, scooping the pelvis, switching on those abs. So we're going to bring it round to the same ankle and back to the head, changing sides. So this time we're working, it's hard to tell, but we're actually working in the frontal plane here. When we did the twisty one, we were working in the transverse plane. 3, 2, 1. Head is heavy in your hand. 3, 2, 1. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Try and stay lifted using your abs. So you're going round to the same ankle. Can you manage 4 more? Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. 3 more to go. Relax that neck. Relax the shoulders. Keep your abs switched on. Pull them in. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to centre and slowly lower to the floor. Hug your knees in. Give the feet a twirl, stretching through your glutes and your lower back. Let's do a few more stretches. Just rolling onto your side, heel to bum, stretching into your thigh. Gently push your hip forward. Bringing this leg up to the top. Hold on to it, gently pull it in. Bend the lower left foot on the floor. So you're stretching into your hamstring. Give the foot a twirl. Bend that knee out to the side. Place the foot on the opposite side and reach through. So you're stretching into your outer thigh of the top leg. And we're going to do all those 3 stretches on the other side. So, I hope you don't think I'm being rude when I roll onto my other side. Stretching into your quad. And then roll onto your back. The leg goes up in the air. The other knee is bent, foot on the floor, stretching into your hamstring. Twirl the foot. Abs are in, shoulders relaxed. And breathe. Good. Then bend that knee out to the side, place the foot on your opposite thigh, reach through if you like, stretching here. Let's turn over. Coming up to sitting carefully, let's stretch into the inner thighs. So taking the legs wide, keeping the thighs relaxed, just leaning forwards, try not to let your knees and toes roll inwards. Lead with your chest, not your shoulders. And breathe. Gently come up using your abs. Slowly bring the legs in. Up onto your knees. Ready to stand up? Well done all. You did a great job.